That's where we need to start. When we're combating systemic racism, we have to look at, changing the mindset of individuals. We have to, as I mentioned earlier, have to really think about our differences and the relationships that we have with other individuals. And then we have to, interact and engage constructively to move us forward, as an entity, and in this case, physical therapy. We cannot do it by ourselves. As I had mentioned in my lecture, it is not something that I believe can be led by the underrepresented minority. We can be the catalyst to precipitate change, to help facilitate it, to support it, to give ideas. But I feel like the leaders, and in this case, when it comes to physical therapy, the leaders are typically not the underrepresented minority physical therapists. So the leaders need to be able to come together to understand, to establish the plans to move us forward. And then certainly collectively, we come together, the allyships and other formats, to move us forward as a profession. Again, we're having to look at our personal biases, whether they're conscious or unconscious. And as an organization, certainly we are going to have to rethink and reframe how the organization works. We're going to have to move it in a more positive direction as it relates to DEI. We're going to have that accountability component, as I mentioned earlier. So in essence, we are restructuring. That is going to be the key, is we're going to have to restructure the processes and procedures that are currently in place. The third challenge dealt with electing leadership in physical therapy who are committed to DEI and are underrepresented minorities.